me, lie down in green pastures. He lead me beside still water. Let's back up to verse 1. The Lord. That's who he is. You know him, don't you? Shout Lord one time. Lord. And whenever you see the word Lord written in all capital letters, it has reference to the great big one. Yahweh, Elohim, El Shaddai, Jehovah Nissi, Jehovah Rapha, Jehovah Salom, Jehovah Sitkanu. You know the Lord, don't you? The old preacher described it by saying he came from nowhere. Stood on the platform of nothing.
Yes, sir.
Reached back through nowhere, caught something while standing on nothing. The Lord that painted the sky blue without using a step ladder. Took an eternal brush and painted a rainbow in the sky. Took a rainbow and weaved it into a scarf and threw it over the shoulders of a dying storm. The Lord that gave the hyena his laugh, that gave the dog his bark, that gave the worm its wiggle, that gave the bee its buzz. The Lord that taught the kangaroo how to hop, tied a bow tie around the turkey's neck. The Lord that whispered into the ear of the wild geese and to the wind to lead the North Pole and give them landing rights down south.
Yes, sir.
The Lord that's better than good.
Yes, sir.
That's sweeter than honey. That's mightier than a mountain. That's wider than a round. That's straighter than a cross. That's purer than air. That's clearer than a crystal.
Yes, sir.
The Lord tapes can't measure him. Water can't drown him. Fire can't burn him. Death can't kill him. The grave can't hold him. Have I got a witness here? He said, for thou art with me. Have I got a witness here? Now watch this. That when you get in your van, the Lord himself changes his position. Because when you're doing well, he's leading us. Or he's following us. Because verse 2 says he lead me in the green pastures. Verse 3 says he lead me in the path of righteousness. Verse 6 says you're doing so good till the Lord is behind me. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me. Have I got a witness here? But when I get in my valley, he's not ahead of me, nor is he behind me. Because the Bible says he's with me. Do I have a witness here? I got one more thing to say, and I'll let y'all go for the night. You know, in the English language, that's first person, second person, and third person. First person is the one doing the talking. Second person is the one he's talking to. And the third person is the one he's talking about. Now the Lord changes in Psalm 23 from the third person to the second person, because in verse 2 he's talking about him. He make me lie down in green pastures. He lead me beside still water. Verse 3 he's talking about him. He restore my soul. He lead me in the path of righteousness. But in verse 4 he moved from the third person to the second person. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I'll fear no evil, for thou there. And verse 2, verse 1, and verse 3, he's talking about him. The Lord is my shepherd. He made me lie down in green pastures. He lead me to have a witness here beside still water. But when I get in my valley, I stop talking about the Lord and start talking to the Lord. Is there anybody here know it's a good thing when you talk to the Lord? Yes, sir. Now one more thing. I promise I'm going to sit down. Here's what he's saying. In the valley, I've got the Lord's presence. Anybody here know that if God is with you, the world can't do you no harm. Come hell or high water, if the Lord is with you. Do I have a witness here? I heard him say in Romans chapter 8, if God be for me, who can be against me? I don't care how enemies rise up. If God is with me, I have his presence. But not only do I have his presence, I got his protection. Can't no demon in hell get to me when I got the protection of the Lord all around me. Do I have a witness here? I have his presence. I've got his protection. But I got his power. Thank God for the power that God has departed on the inside of me. Shake somebody's hand and say, neighbor, I don't look like much, but don't mess with me, because God has given me power. Power. Yes, sir. Power. Thank God for his power. But I got one more. Not only do I have his presence, his protection, his power, but I got his promise. Thank God for the promises of the Lord. Listen at what he said. Lo, I'll be with you. One person, I promise I'm finished.